what's up? I hope you're doing well. Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome to the channel. I'm Deborah. This is Purusha Intuitive, and we are doing your weekly tarot reading. Whoop, whoop. I hope life is treating you well. It's been a little chaotic. We're just coming off of a full moon, depending on when you're watching this, obviously. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cross watchers, obviously welcome. You guys know the drill. Did I already say that? I hope not. Like literally I started and then I got interrupted, so I restarted your guys' video. We'll see what comes up. But yeah, the full moon was in Leo. Just a lot of kind of tension around how we want to be seen, how we want to show up in our environment. Maybe making some decisions that were a little rebellious, so it's not bad, because I think sometimes like the rebelliousness helps us have a clearer understanding of what we do and don't want, depending on, the energy that we're working out of. So let's see what's going on for you, Leo. All right, I love this. Taking a breath, slowing down a little bit is what I'm hearing. Actually, this was not the same card, but a similar energy that came through in that first video. It's like, grounding yourself a little bit more. Getting outside, getting into nature, breathing in the cool, crisp air, obviously depending on where you're located. For me, it's cool and crispy right now. Winter vibes. But I feel like it's just kind of like centering yourself, getting a little bit more grounded. This is coming out of a need to protect. Protecting yourself, protecting what you're building, what you're growing. Yeah, creation right there, what you're manifesting. I think you need to protect your energy a little bit more. I'm hearing for some of you, there could be people, places, and things that are throwing you off course, that are not allowing you to, like I was talking about earlier with that full moon, show up exactly how you want to. And that's where that infection comes into play. I think when we're able to ground ourselves a little bit more, we're able to better see what needs tweaking, adjustment, and change. We're able to understand our quote-unquote shadow. Like when I'm talking about shadow, the things that we do that we're not proud of. The things that we might not want to tell someone else about, right? Yeah, because there is duality in life. This energy is coming up a lot this week. I haven't done the astrology reading yet. We'll get into that, but check it out. I do a weekly astrology reading, and this energy has been pretty congruent through the zodiac videos that I've already done. That's just the hard thing of life. There's the good and the bad, the things that we like and the things that we don't like, and honestly, the things that we don't like, they create that tension so that we will grow and evolve, so that we will chase after things that are more in alignment with us, things that are better suited for ourselves, for our energy. And I think you're having, kind of what I'm hearing is like you're having a hard time differentiating between who is what. 100%. You can sense it. I feel like you feel it underneath, but sometimes people are really good at hiding, right? Sometimes they're very good at tricking us. Sometimes we take people at their word. We believe that they will be honest, upfront, etc. And some people just don't have that level of integrity. But, Gemini, you really have to be careful, because if we're coming out of that space of like, I wish it hadn't gone this way, I wish things would have worked out differently, we can get trapped in that longing. And that can actually like keep us connected to the wrong energy. When I'm saying energy, I'm meaning like people, places, and things, Like we can, for example, like want a relationship, a friendship with someone so badly. We like them, they're so cool, we would be best friends or, you know, lovers, have the cutest kids, whatever it is. And clinging on to that hope when it doesn't work out, when it doesn't go the way that you anticipated, but you know underneath, I need to protect myself from this energy. People love to string along, you know, we all love that ego gratification of someone liking us, right? But I think the stress is getting in the way. This is like too much stress in the unknowns. It's afraid of how things are going to shake out, what's going to happen. It's keeping you distracted from the truth, from the reality of the situation, which we'll get into in a minute. You are, you know, I think the star that's, the devil just fell out, guys. Thank you, Spirit. I love that confirmation. The cards never lie. Dealing with the devil, man. You can smell it. You can feel it. I keep seeing that snake wrapped around part of that being, that entity, the dualistic nature of this individual who, unfortunately, that's just how they are, you know? When there is infection, oops, I love that one. I probably should move a little bit, but when there is that infection, you know, you really have to like dig it out. And if someone's unwilling to look at that or do that work, basically they're going to stay that way. And you're picking all this up. But I feel like you've had a hard time knowing how to stand up for yourself, how to protect yourself, how to kind of stop it from happening. That's why I really love this breath energy for you, Gemini, because that talks about you, again, taking some time out for yourself, you know, doing some breathing exercises, you know, really getting in tune with yourself. Actually, side note, pranayama, breathing technique. It's alternating nostrils breathing, essentially. And that actually helps harmonize the left and right sides of the body, the left and right hemisphere of the brain. Essentially, you know, putting us in alignment, having that perfect balance of masculine, feminine, yin, yang. You got a message that threw you off course, Gemini, something you weren't completely expecting, someone wanting to work with you. You know, this feels like a good vibe, a good partnership, an opportunity for new beginnings, and it feels good, you know. I love that rabbit energy. It's super abundant with the Three of Pentacles. Someone who's willing to be on your team, on your side. But the 3 and Ace of Pentacles adds up to 4. 4 of Pentacles is when we self-protect. You're used to doing this, right? You know, you're used to protecting your energy because of shitty people, because of the devil, people who have taken advantage, not treated you right, not treated you appropriately. And there is some fears around this. Is this someone specific? I do feel, okay. This could be from your family. This could also be like a childhood wounding that you're dealing with. Because, you know, here's the thing. I don't discount that you have this energy around you that's messing with you. They're effing with you, essentially. And either it's triggering like old wounding, old behavior, i.e. childhood wounding, right? And making you kind of operate out of that self-protection. Because you don't know what to think about this individual. Okay, so let's look. I want to pull a few cards on this Devil energy. It does, well, I mean, I think I'll pull one more on that. How about that? I'll clarify with one more. And then I want to look at like what it's like kind of blocking you from. Okay, so 7 of Wands, like having to do everything all by yourself. You know, I hear that. It's hard to be on top. Sometimes it's hard to be the person with the upper hand. You know, you have a lot of people, places, and things kind of grasping for your attention. It's interesting the way this one, I don't know if that's a fox, I don't know, or what, but like coming after you, you know, you're the goat on top. I hear it as Capricorn energy. Capricorn has that strength, right, to overcome the devil. You could be dealing with a Capricorn Gemini, you know, or just kind of diving into that Capricorn strength. Okay, so what is this thing that's trying to work with you? Okay, so something from the past has popped back up. This could be a long-term connection, old friend, lover. And it's kind of like waving the white flag is what I'm hearing. Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, I think it's, and you know, I feel like this is probably from both your energy. I think this is actually like a collective energy right now. There's a lot being handled, you know, in all of our lives. We all kind of have our work cut out for us right now. Life is busy. It's kind of more on the intense side. There's lots of energy kind of sorting itself out. So I feel for you, Gemini, this is part of you feeling like, hey, I'm trying to juggle everything. I'm trying to keep my stuff in check. And having that stress, but also like, you know, the 6 of Cups energy, I'm going to pull on them, but it feels like they're coming back in a loving way. This is offering something that's it feels like it's almost taking some of the burden off is what I'm hearing for you. But there's uncertainty about it. You know, we kind of saw that before of how it is going to kind of mess with that family vibe, right? That 10 of Pentacles energy that we've seen. The people that you're close to, the people that, you know, you kind of have this established role with, you know. It could be family. It could also be work environment. You know, we spend more time at work sometimes than we do with our own families, right? And work can feel like a family, those that are around us that we don't always pick and choose, but we have to like find this way to have balance and happy home. And I do feel like you, okay, but there is a lot of synergy. I don't know. I wonder why. I wonder why you're not open to this, Gemini, is what I'm hearing. Communication. Maybe you guys just need to talk it out. Maybe you just need to kind of figure out, discover what's going on. That's the second page. Is that the... No. So, okay. So it's kind of just seeing how things unfold. I feel like you're sitting on it, you know, that again comes up. But I think in the meantime, it's really important to make sure you're carving out time for yourself. How this is going to move forward. Okay, I mean, I think you're going to tap back into your energy. You're going to feel a little bit more grounded and diplomatic when you do. And you know, you're going to figure out the right decision for you. It kind of feels like whatever this past energy is bringing back, you know, there is potential with it, but you're not sold hook, line, and sinker. Maybe some of that clarity could be gained through having a conversation, reaching out to this person, but it still feels like you want to sit on it for some reason. Not good, bad, right, or wrong, because I think that for you, it's really important to kind of tap into this element of like what you're cultivating and how you are like building and structuring your life. You know, that takes time and intention, choosing the right people, places, and things that honor what we're building, you know, that support that essentially. Actually, I wanted to clarify with one more on this Five of Swords. Yeah, I mean, you know, it kind of looks like you're not really making a decision for a long time on this. You know, I think that kind of stems back into how this devil plays out for you, Gemini. So be mindful. Like, you know, I obviously don't feel, okay, conscious focus just popped out. Obviously, like, you don't have to do anything that you don't want to do right now, you know, but there is this value of like, you can sift through it. I think last week it was about like, who are you listening to? And maybe that's where you need to kind of protect your energy from, connect with yourself, really listen to like what your gut instincts are on this. Okay. Unique lives. Okay. I get that. You know, it's like that value that everybody has a different way of living, and we do have to honor that, you know, whether we like it or not. That goes back to that duality that we talked about, that human component of living. You know, we might not like how people show up, you know, but I think that comes back to, is it really hurting you and affecting you, or is it just something that you don't care for? Writing out like what this creation is for you, Gemini, is actually going to get you towards your next step. You need to find a little bit more balance in how you're approaching things. This is going to lessen that anxiety, that strength. You are in this beautiful process of healing. It's Aquarian energy. We're in Aquarius season. I do feel like there is a softening around you, but there also is, again, that hesitancy, not really being 100% certain of other people's thoughts, feelings, motivations. And that's kind of where that self-protection is coming out of, you know? So I hope this helps you navigate whatever you're dealing with, Gemini. Thanks so much for tuning in. I totally appreciate you. Definitely thumbs up if it resonated. Drop comments below. Let's build and grow the community. Thank you always for your time and energy. Lots of love and blessings.